We are at the very end of this class. This was such a fast one, and I hope you enjoyed it. But I want to leave you with one more demo because I always get questions about it. I am going to show you how to make these pins. So all I do is take a pack of pins with a flat head and glue the pretties onto it. So I'm going to talk to you about supplies, and then I'm going to walk you through how to do it. And I'm telling you, this is like super easy, and you're going to end up with some beautiful pins that you'll like using, that you'll like looking at, and will, you know, just be something pretty sitting in your studio. So I get asked about these a lot, and I have never made a demo for these, but I have gotten a lot of emails about them. So I'm going to show you a close-up look at the pins. Right, so they're adorable. Here's some, these are actually fairly new. Here is some that you might have seen in my pin cushions for years and years and years. Probably almost the whole time I have been sewing, I have been using pins like this. And I even have some that draw a lot of comments that are like this. So these are buttons. These are wooden buttons that I have purchased and glued onto the back of a flathead pin. And these are cabochons. I'm going to put the word up there in case you've never seen it before. And a cabochon has a flat piece on the back. And, you know, again, I just glue it to a flat head. Let me show you one more thing. One time I actually had some kind of little charm, right? There's the charm. And I actually used a round top pin, and I just slid it down into the charm. And that's a pin, and then that's just a little bead. And these are all things that I picked up at a craft store. So there's nothing really special here. But because I was doing this demo, I've had all these pins for 10 plus years. I went ahead and purchased some new cabochons. So let me show you. I bought these on Amazon. They're all different sizes. It really doesn't matter what size. I can even use this tiny cabochon on a pin. So buying them like this, most of the time in the past I've always gotten them like this. This is the first time I've gotten these unique cabochons, which I really like the variety in the pack. So handy dandy. So I bought those just this past week, and then I also found more of those butterfly buttons that I have used in the past. And honestly, there's more than butterfly buttons. I just happen to be obsessed with butterflies. So they're just buttons. And I have gone into my grandmother's button collection, which I now own. And you can find buttons in there. And I think I've got one. Yeah. I got that one. A little bee. You can see how I made that one. A little bit different because it had that button thing jutting out, and I had to get creative about how I put it on there, but I managed. And it's basically just gluing your pins to whatever you want to glue it onto. And here's the pins that I tend to use for this purpose. Now, if you've seen me showcasing these magic pins, I think these magic pins are where it's at. These are my favorite pins. But they are pretty basic. I mean, I could always find a button or something that I could stick these into and glue, but I haven't really messed with my magic pins because they're kind of pricey. I love them. They're super sharp, and they seem to last longer with their sharpness than other pins. But honestly, pins last a long time anyway. But I don't really mess with the magic pins. I just, you know, I use those when I'm sewing, but I don't want to alter them in any way just because they are a little bit pricier pins. But these pins, cheap. They are sharp at first, but they dull quicker. I don't know. I've still had 10 plus years use out of these kind of pens, so I don't want to knock them because they work just fine, right? Got a whole bunch of them. So I got my cabochons, or I just lost a cabochin. I got my cabochons, I got my buttons, I got my brand new box of pens, and then your secret ingredient, this glue. This glue is something fierce, okay? But, you know, I think you can find this in any craft store. But I'm going to put links to everything I bought online in case you're like me and you are a homebody, okay? Let's go ahead and make a few of these together. Now, before I start, I'm on my cutting mat, and I am very protective of it, so I'm going to get me a little piece of paper to put here. And this way, if I get any glue, it won't get on my cutting mat. Right, so I have found that this nozzle just gets clogged up a little too fast. I like that it's, you know, can sprout out a tiny little bit, but I've never had any luck keeping it clean. So I just take it off, right? And then I take a pen, and for whatever reason, when you squeeze this, it just kind of continues to come out. So I don't want to give it a big squeeze, just a little squeeze. And I'm just going to put a little dab of the glue on my pen, right? And then take my cabochin, turn it over, and push this down without getting the glue on my fingers. And then I just let it sit up and cure. And you know, it won't take that long, but I would leave it for 20 hours. And you see how the glue just keeps on coming out? You can try it this way and see if you like this way better. Putting it on the cabochin and then sticking the pen in. Either way, this is all there is to it. Every now and then, I will have one of these cabochins or buttons just have enough and will no longer work. So, when that happens, I just throw both the pen and the cabochin away. But it doesn't happen very often. That one just barely fits on there, but it's cute. The one thing that I like about these is not just that they're pretty, but they're easy for me to grab. So it's really easy to pick up a pen, especially when you're not looking at your pincushion. But anyway, there's myself a good start, and that's all there really is to it. And they do stay on there. This is some sort of glue for, I want to say that it's a very popular jewelry glue, but I don't make jewelry, so don't hold me to that. But I feel like I once made some of those beaded bracelets, and I used this as the glue for securing the knot. So I think that this is used for jewelry a lot. So if you're not finding it wherever the adhesives are in your craft store, maybe look in the jewelry section. For the butterfly buttons, same thing. Smear it on and then push it into the button. And that's it. I mean, again, so super easy. It's just, you know, you just need to take the time to do it. But you can do it, and you're going to do it really, really well. There's just nothing to it. So super simple, right? If you decide to make any of your own pins using this method, please tag me in the community or on social medias. I would love to see what kind of cabochins you purchase. There are hundreds and hundreds of different kinds, so have fun choosing, and good luck with that because it is really, really hard to choose. Visit us at Quilt Class and watch self-paced classes for quilting big and small projects. That's quiltclass.southerntrumquilts.com.